Okay, so there we are. Krishna wants to show his picture. Yeah, Krishna wants to show. Yes. Did you cut it? Yes. You made it? You want to speak something about it?
He cut it, Mataji?
Yeah, he cut it. Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Shubhadra Giridhar.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you, Krishna. Go. Play. Yes. Thank you. Now, everybody saw it. Now, let's step back, okay? Yes. So, let's start with our prayers and then meantime, everybody will join, okay? Om Agyanatimirandasya साधवैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण ललिता विशाखान्वितांश्च कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिकान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोस्तुते तप्त काञ्चना गौरङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये पञ्चकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादिशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे स्क्रीन शेयर Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Gurudev ki jai. All little Vaishnav children ki jai. So thank you all so much for joining. And it is so nice to see all of you enthusiastically joining for Bhagavad Gita class. So welcome Maithili, Haridas, Nitai, Subhadra Giridhari, Krishna, Suvan, Nidhi, Monish, Harini, Jahnavi, Amala and Aditi, and Rudra. Happy to have all of you.
Did you have a nice Ekadashi? Eating nice prasadam? I didn't get that good prasadam yesterday.
Okay, so we are on chapter 15 and verse number, yesterday we discussed verse number 9, right? Verse number 8 and 9, but we didn't learn the shloka. So we'll quickly discuss the verse number 10. I told you not now to share, right? So we are on verse 10 now. We'll discuss the meaning and then we'll learn the shloka 9 and 10 today. Okay. Utkramantam sitam vapi bunjanam va gunanvitam vimudhananupashyanti pashyanti jnana chakshushaha. So utkramantam. Now what do you mean by utkramantam? Welcome Bhavya. Utkramantam means quitting the body. Sthitam, situated in the body. Va api, either. Bhunjanam, enjoying. Guna anvitam, under the spell of the modes of material nature. We know 3 gunas, right? Guna. Vimudhaha, foolish persons. Na, never. Anupashyanti. Everybody knows this word pashyanti, right? We have discussed so many times, right? Last chapter only we discussed. Pashyati sa pashyati. Can anybody tell me the meaning of pashyati? We learned this word so many times.
Seeing.
Seeing, yes. Here also anupashyanti, can see. Again pashyanti. Garima, can see. Jnana chakshushaha. Did we discuss yesterday this word chakshuhu? What is chakshuhu? Chakshuhu means, can anybody tell me without looking in Bhagavad Gita? Chakshuhu. Yes. Huh?
Vision.
Vision. Yes, eyes. Eyes. Yesterday we discussed shrotam, right? Shrotam means ears, hearing, right? Ears, right? Then chakshu. Chakshu means, can everybody show me their eyes? Yes, eyes. And then pashyati means seeing through these eyes, right? Sparshanam. Sparshanam means touch. Okay, today we'll discuss more of this. Rasanam. Rasanam means tongue. And grahanam means smelling power, right? So here in this particular verse, Jnana chakshusha. Jnana means what? Everybody knows what you mean by jnana, right? Whole chapter we have discussed in chapter 13, right? What do you mean by jnana? Knowledge. Yes, knowledge. So if we know the meanings, we can easily understand. What is Krishna telling Arjuna here? The foolish cannot understand how a living entity can quit his body, nor can they understand what sort of body he enjoys under the spell of modes of nature. But one whose eyes are trained in knowledge can see all this. So foolish means who? Foolish means maybe materialistic people, right? Those who do not have any time for spiritual sadhana, right? Even if you go and give them Bhagavad Gita in their hand, read, please take it, please take it. No, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm too busy, right? Materialistic, right? And some people can be more like highly educated people, like philosophers, scientists, researchers, right? They believe in science, right? And then what do they say? Oh, no. God doesn't exist. Everything is science, right? Everything is science. So foolish, who do not have any spiritual knowledge, right? And also they think that this is the only life we have. We have to enjoy, we have to have fun, we have to eat everything, right? Did you all see the slide yesterday? The girls were dancing and there was a party and everybody was dancing. Do you all remember yesterday's slide? So they work hard throughout the week like donkeys, right? Without any spiritual knowledge, without any connection with the God, right? And the weekends, what do? They drink alcohol drinks and they party, right? They smoke, they drink, they eat animals, they waste all their time in prajalpa and they party, right? So foolish, right? That's what we call foolish. Prabhupada here mentions further. Now, so when foolish cannot understand that this living body has an end, right? The body will have an end, right? And how a living entity quit his body? Nor they can understand that they are bound by 3 ropes of material world, right? 3 gunas, right? And so now the one whose eyes are trained in knowledge. Okay, eyes are there, right? Do you all have eyes? We all have eyes, right? Even yes. Foolish people have eyes, right? But there is a little difference in the vision, right? Here Srila Prabhupada explains Jnana Chakshushaha is very significant. Without knowledge, one cannot understand how a living entity leaves his body, what kind of body he will get next. He don't know. And in order to understand all that, it requires a great amount of knowledge. Understood from where? Srila Prabhupada mentions understood from Bhagavad Gita. And similar literatures heard from a bona fide spiritual master. So one who is trained to perceive all these things is fortunate. Every living entity is going to quit his body. Yes or no? I'm going to stay here 200 more years. No, right? Everybody has an end, right?
I'm not going to stay
but what happens if someone has knowledge? He can use his life to do devotional service to Krishna, right? And make his life much better. So now when we live in this material nature, we go through suffering from different kind of happiness and distress under the illusion of sense enjoyment. So a person in such knowledge can understand how the conditioned living entities suffering in this material existence. Right? Now we have discussed this, that people are fooled by lust and desire. Right? They are running after satisfying their senses. They have desires, they have lust, right? And then according to that, they get that kind of body. Did we discuss yesterday? That it all depends on our mind. It all depends on our consciousness. We can become cat, hog, or a dog next life. We can become a demigod in heavenly planet, or we can become a devotee and go back to Krishna Loka and associate with Krishna face to face. So a person in such knowledge can understand how the conditioned living entity is suffering in this material existence. Therefore, those who are in Krishna consciousness, they should try their best what? To keep this knowledge to themselves?
No. Just spread it to others.
Huh? So suppose you, yes, now you see you all are such a small children, but you all have such a deeper understanding and spiritual knowledge. So when you all grow up, maybe teenagers after 4 or 5 years, or even now, should you all keep this knowledge to yourself?
No.
Keep it tight and think about, oh, I'm going to go to Goloka and I'm going to have fun and I'm going to be out of this material world. No, right? What did Prabhupada did? What did Srila Prabhupada did?
He prayed.
At the age of 70, he came to New York, right? And he gave Krishna consciousness to all over the world.
Of course, he was money in his pocket.
Of course, he was preaching even before in India, right? Even before 70, he was preaching. But at this age, right, with no money, no setups, proper setups in New York, he came and he started spreading Krishna consciousness, right? So here, Srila Prabhupada talks, he's saying that, therefore, those who are highly developed in Krishna consciousness, they should try their best to give this knowledge to the people in general. For their conditional life is very much troublesome, right? The one who has knowledge, he knows that every living entity is suffering here. They should come out of it and be Krishna conscious and liberate themselves to transfer to the spiritual world, right? So this is what we all have to do, right? When we all get this knowledge, what do we all have to do? Go out and help other people, right? Distribute prasadam, give them books, give them the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, right? Share whatever we know about Krishna consciousness, share. Take people to the temple, right? There are so many ways to preach, right? You all know better than me, right? Of course, yes.
No, mother, that's not true.
No, you all are amazing, and you all have so many different ways. Why? Because children are more creative. Children can come up with their own creative ideas to preach to other people. You know that?
Children are more smarter than parents.
Yes, they are more smart. Yes, because when you all get this spiritual knowledge, what will happen? You all will come up with creative ideas. Now, right now, you all are studying, right? When you all study, you can use your studies in service of Krishna to preach and to help others, right? Suppose you are very good in technology, right? You can spread Krishna consciousness through technology, right? Are we all using the Zoom? Yeah. Yes. So we are using Zoom in the service of Krishna, right? Even there's a part of technology, right? So similarly, so many things you all can become, right? And help those skills to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. Why do you want to spread? Because all the living entities in this material world are suffering, right? And it's troublesome. So to help others, we must share this knowledge with others, okay? So that's what Srila Prabhupada is saying here, Jnana Chakshusha. Jnana Chakshusha means what? The eyes trained in the knowledge, right? Right now we all are learning and understanding, right? We discuss that hearing Bhagavad Gita and similar literatures from a bona fide spiritual master, right? And devotees. And then once you all become expert, you all are already experts, but once you become more perfect, go out and preach. Okay, so let's go for verse 9 and 10 quickly. Okay, we'll go and recite and learn these two verses today.
Can I say them quickly?
Okay, you can say quickly.
श्रोतं चक्षुस्पर्शनं च रसनं ग्रहणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयानुपसेवते उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढानां पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषा.
Very good, very good. So let's everybody unmute and let's prepare verse 9 and 10. Okay.
It's very easy.
Yes, it's very easy. Shrotam chakshuhu. Before this, we will just quickly go for a quick revision. Okay. It will take a minute or two. Okay. Everybody ready from verse 1? Yes. Yes. Everybody thumbs up. Show me your hands. Yay. Wonderful. Let's start. 1, 2, 3. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Urdhvamulam Adhashakam Ashvatham Prapuravyayam Kantamsi Yasya Parnani Yastam Veda Savedaved Adhashturdhvam Prashakha Guna Pravriksha Vishaya Prabalaha Adhashamulani Anusantratani Karmanugandhini Manusya Loke निर्माण संकदोष अध्यात्म नित्य निवृत्त काम सुख दुख न शंको न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवृत्ते तद्धामापरमममैवांशो जीवभूतः सनातनः मनः षष्ठेनि इन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि विपश्यति शरीरं यद् आप्नोति यद्विद्धि उत्तमस्तीश्वरः गृहीतान्तानि संयाति गन्धानि वाशयात्. Wonderful. So let's go verse 9. You all are amazing. Wow. So wonderful. I wanted to tell you all something. This time, at the end of this chapter, we'll have something different. I let you all decide, but you should not mix and match. Try your best. Maybe tomorrow. We are not making something tomorrow. Okay, we'll discuss tomorrow, but I want you all to pick 2 shlokas. Okay, and speak with the translation and purport. Purport means you all can come up with your understanding. It don't have to be exactly what is written. Class? Yes, give a class, very short class only on 2 verses. But we have to try our best not to overlap. Cooking class coming soon. Okay, let's start verse number 9, then we'll discuss more. Okay. Shrotam chakshuhu. Parshanam cha. Shrotam chakshuhu. Parshanam cha. Shrotam chakshuhu. Parshanam cha. Rasanam grahanameva cha. Shrotam chakshuhu. चक्षुः स्पर्शनं च
श्रोत्रं चक्षुः स्पर्शनं च
श्रोतं चक्षुः स्पर्शनं च
श्रोत्रं चक्षुः स्पर्शनं च
रसनं
रसनं
ग्राहणमेव च
ग्रहणमेव च
Everybody, please repeat after me. Otherwise, recordings will not be easy. And I know not all of you are sending recordings. Even if you all know chapter 15, please continue to send your recordings. Okay? Grahanameva cha.
ग्रहणमेव च
Very good. Grahanameva cha.
ग्रहणमेव च
Rasanam grahanameva cha.
रसनं ग्रहणमेव च
Rasanam grahanameva cha.
रसनं ग्रहणमेव च
Adhisthaya
अधिष्ठाय
मनश्चायम्
मनश्चायम्
अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायम्
अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायम्
Manaha. Everybody knows Manaha means what in Sanskrit? Yes, Maithili is right.
Mana means
Perfect.
mind.
Yes, mind. Adhisthaya manashchayam.
अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायम्
Adhisthaya manashchayam.
अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायम्
Adhisthaya manashchayam.
अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायम्
Vishayan upasevate.
विषयानुपसेवते
Vishayan upasevate.
विषयानुपसेवते
Vishayan upasevate.
विषयानुपसेवते
Vishayan upasevate.
विषयानुपसेवते
Shotram chakshuh sparshanam cha.
श्रोत्रं चक्षुः स्पर्शनं च
Rasanam grahanameva cha.
रसनं ग्रहणमेव च
Adhisthaya manashchayam.
अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायम्
Vishayanupasevate.
विषयानुपसेवते
Shotram chakshuh sparshanam cha.
श्रोत्रं चक्षुः स्पर्शनं च
Rasanam grahanameva cha.
रसनं ग्रहणमेव च
Adhisthaya manashchayam.
अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायम्
Vishayanupasevate.
विषयानुपसेवते
Very good. So let's go verse 10. Was it easy?
Yes.
Was the shloka easy?
Yes,
shloka
Mataji.
is very easy. It's not hard at all, okay? I'm trying to open the PowerPoint for you all. Yes. Okay, meantime, let's go ahead and once the slide opens, I'll show you all. Okay. Utkramantam.
उत्क्रामन्तं
Sthitam vapi.
स्थितं पापी
Utkramantam sthitam vapi.
उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि
Utkramantam sthitam vapi.
उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि
Utkramantam
उत्क्रामन्तं
sthitam vapi.
स्थितं वापि
Utkramantam sthitam vapi.
उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि
Bhunjanam.
भुञ्जानं
Sorry. Bhunjanam.
भुञ्जानं
Bhunjanam.
Munjanam.
Vagunanvitam.
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 Bunjanam vagunanvitam.
Bunjanam vagunanvitam.
Bunjanam vagunanvitam.
Bunjanam vagunanvitam.
Bunjanam vagunanvitam.
Bunjanam vagunanvitam.
Vimudhananupashyanti.
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 Pashyanti jnanachakshusah.
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 Utkramantam sitam vapi.
Utkramantam sitam vapi.
Bunjanam vagunanvitam.
Bunjanam vagunanvitam.
Vimudhananupashyanti.
Vimudhananupashyanti.
Pashyanti jnanachakshusah.
Pashyanti jnanachakshusah.
Utkramantam sitam vapi.
Utkramantam sitam vapi.
Bunjanam vagunanvitam.
Bunjanam vagunanvitam.
Vimudhananupashyanti.
Vimudhananupashyanti.
Pashyanti jnanachakshusah.
Pashyanti jnanachakshusah.
Okay, can everybody see my screens?
Yes,
Yes,
Mataji.
or no?
Yes, Mataji.
Perfect. So yesterday we discussed this, right? We discussed about transmigration. Okay, so today we discuss. Okay, I think this slide we saw yesterday also, right? That we get new eyes, ears, nose, and sense of touch and everything, right? So verse 10 here. Verse 10, do you all see that? Okay, this also we discussed yesterday, right? That full, look at the picture now here. Now, do you all see the consciousness here? This guy, he's, you all can see what he's doing, right? I don't have to say. He's eating chicken and he's having alcohol glass in his hand. His consciousness is just like pig, whatever, however, whatever comes in my plate, I don't care. I just want to enjoy my taste of tongue, right? So next life, the sadhu can see, the one who has spiritual knowledge can see that he might become a pig, right? But can this foolish person understand that next life he's going to become a pig and
No.
eat whatever, wherever, whatever is there on the grass? I mean, I wouldn't say, but you all know, right? That hog eats everything, right? Everything means including the stool, right? Including the animal stool or whatever is there. You know what I mean, right? So the foolish, he is foolish. He cannot understand what life he is getting next, right? And then here, this guy is lusty, right? So he is, his consciousness is just being with the women, right, all the time, and enjoy women. And next life he is becoming what?
A dog.
A dog. Okay,
Why?
so that is his consciousness.
What does?
When you grow up, you'll understand a little better. So now here, just 1 minute. Let me move here. Okay. So here you all can see the devotees are dance. Okay, here. So if this person, if he's doing a charity, like maybe some Brahmana has come to his house. Do you all see this picture? Can you all see my mouse moving?
Yes,
He's giving charity to Brahmanas, and he's more pious. He's doing pious things. And where he's going to end up here? Do you all see this picture? What is this picture showing?
Upper planet.
No, it's not Vaikuntha. No,
No,
because he's not doing devotional service.
Swarga.
Yes, this is heavenly planet. Do you all see here? Apsaras are dancing. There's a beautiful place, beautiful castles, like castles in the sense, beautiful palaces, fountains, and this guy goes to heavenly planets, right? Either he'll become a demigod or he'll become anything there and enjoy the heavenly planets, right? So just by doing charities to Brahmanas, respecting, inviting them to your house and serving them, or doing pious things takes the person to the heavenly planets. And do you all see here the top picture? Right? Do you all see the top picture? Top picture, can you all analyze a little bit? Is this the temple of Radha Krishna? Right?
Yes.
And do you all see Jagannath Baladev? Do you all see Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Devi here?
Yes.
Come here. So these people, what are they doing? They are worshipping the Lord, and they have spiritual knowledge. So they are utilizing their life in service of Krishna. Either they are worshipping, or they are preaching, or they are doing some or the other devotional service, right? And they are serving the Lord, right? Maybe they are cooking in the kitchen. Maybe somebody's on the altar serving, right? I think this guy is doing, he's blowing the conch shell, so maybe he's worshipping, right? So they are utilizing their rare human birth in order to serve the Lord, right? And the next life, where these people are ending up. Here. Goloka. Yes, this is Krishna Balaram, right? Do you all see this is Krishna Balaram? And the devotee ended up there. Devotee is able to see Krishna Balaram face to face and associate with the Lord, and of course serve him later, but he's able to associate with the Lord. So you all see the difference? Do you all see the difference? Remember yesterday we discussed that it is our consciousness which we develop throughout our life, that we may want to become a dog, a pig, a cat, or we want to go to become a demigod, or we want to go to Golokdham, right? And serve Radha Madan Mohan and be in the association of devotees over there also, right? And be in the association of Krishna Balaram, right? Isn't that amazing slide? It shows very clearly. Jai Shri Ram, I cannot see you. Wait 1 minute. So here, what is going on here? Bhagavad Gita as it is. Garima, come here. Do you all see? Right? This picture may have two meanings, right? That a person is giving Bhagavad Gita to others, so that you all give knowledge to others, and others can take benefit and go back to the Lord, right? And resume their service and be happy with the Lord. Or second meaning of this picture can also be somebody is receiving this knowledge, right? And of course, his consciousness after reading Bhagavad Gita will no longer be like cats, dogs, and not even like pious people, right? He will come more in the mode of transcendence. So you all are going to do this?
What?
Do what? What is this picture I just explained?
Bhagavad Gita, right?
Distribute Bhagavad Gita to others, right?
I'm doing that tomorrow.
And if they are not able to understand, will you all help them to understand?
Yes.
Yes. So you all must go out. Hopefully, when Corona is gone, Delta is gone one day, right? When things are much better, you all must try to give Bhagavad Gita to others, right? Maybe your neighbors, maybe your friends, maybe your teachers, maybe especially if there is a fair or there is some exhibition, there is some kind of festival going on somewhere, set up a table there and distribute books, right? Maybe outside the grocery stores. There are so many places, right? So this is what we all should do. Yes, does everybody agree? Yes, yes. So everybody try their best to distribute books to others. I give you one example. One time we had Arrow exterminator people came to our house. I know you all would ask who. So we're gonna stop sharing and go back. So they are pest control people. You know, pest control people like they make sure there are no pests around the house. I don't think they're pest control. Yeah, I think so. Pest control. No, they are not pest control.
What is pest, Mataji?
Mataji, pest. I
Hold
think
on.
pest control. Those who.
I'm wondering Arrow belongs to what? I don't know. My Garima's daddy knows more.
No, it is pest control.
I think so. They just keep an eye or make sure that there are no pests, there are no cockroaches, and there are no so many other things around the house. But I'm not sure really.
Pest, Mataji?
But pest means these small animals, right, which can attack our house and invade, right, a lot. But I don't remember Arrow is for what. But I was just giving an example that somebody tried to come to our house to visit. We also try to give them Bhagavad Gita. So somebody come to your house to visit, try your best to give them Bhagavad Gita, right? This is what the Srila Prabhupada's purport says in the end, right? That distribute this knowledge to others. Yes or no? So whoever comes to your house, just give them, you know, maybe give them as a gift, right? Whoever comes, maybe cleaners are coming in the house, or maybe warranty people are coming, maybe plumber is coming, maybe AC repair guy is coming, maybe library, you are going to library, you know. There are so many ways you all can give.
How if your guests were coming and there already were devotees?
What? Well, if they are already devotees, then devotees already have the Bhagavad Gita with them, right? You don't have to distribute Bhagavad Gita to devotees. They already have it because through Bhagavad Gita only they become devotees, right? I'm talking about non-devotees, the materialistic people, okay? Because we have to have compassion on them because they don't know, right? About this knowledge, right? Sometimes people don't even have this knowledge, right? So at least we can try our best to give them knowledge. So let's go for quick repetition and then we'll end the class, okay? Verse number 9. 1, 2, 3. Shrotram chakshushrashtam grahanameva cha dishtaya manashyam vishayanupasevate. 1, 2, 3.
Shotram chakshusparsham rashanam grahanameva cha adashtaya manasyayam vishayan upasevate.
Natalie, unmute. Come on. Neeta, unmute. Jahnavi, unmute. Amal Aditi, 1, 2, 3. Shotram
rashanam grahanameva cha adishtaya manasyayam vishayan upasevate. Shotram chakshuhu darshanam cha darshanam grahanameva cha adishtaya manasyayam vishayan upasevate.
Last time. 1, 2, 3.
Shotram chakshuhu darshanam cha darshanam grahanameva cha adishtaya manasyayam vishayan upasevate.
Verse number 10. 1, 2, 3. Utkramantam stitam swapi janam
Janam Vaganam Vatam Vimudana पश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः
Krishna, wait. 1, 2, 3.
उत्कर्मान्तं स्थितं वापि गुणेन वा गुणान्वितं पश्यति ज्ञानचक्षुः
1, 2, 3.
उत्कर्मान्तं स्थितं वापि गुणान्वितं विमूढ ननु पश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः
1, 2, 3.
उत्क्रामन्तं वापि पुण्यं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढस्नानु पश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः
Last time. 1, 2, 3.
उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि गुणान्वितं विमूढः ज्ञानं पश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः.
You all mastered it, isn't it? Yes or no? Yes, Mathili, no problem. Anyhow, we are ending the class. I'll see you all tomorrow. Okay, please send your recording for words number 1 to 10 and repeat today's 2 verses 5 times only before you all hit your bed. Okay, and make sure you all draw. I want to see your drawings tomorrow. Okay, try your best to show me your drawings tomorrow. Okay, so I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll miss you and I love you all. Take care.
Bye, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you.
Hare Krishna.